Hi everyone, this is Francisco Ruiz and this is lesson 3. Alright, so last week we looked at some pages of the book, we worked on some curling our fingers, and we did some playing already. So one of the things that I've noticed, and it always comes, it's a question that comes back, is how do we recognize these notes? The piano still seems a little bit challenging to identify notes. So today I want to spend some time identifying a few key notes. I call them landmark notes. And just like in the first video, when we saw the video of piano on YouTube, we saw how learning what landmark notes are will help us identify things on the piano and also when we're reading. At this point in our book and in our process of playing, we are not worrying about reading too much about like each note in the staff. We'll talk about that in a little bit, but it's more about getting our fingers ready, right? And really just getting familiar with the numbers of the fingers, right? So the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on each hand, and also identifying the groups of 3 black notes and the groups of 2 black notes. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna bring you with me. Hello, there you go. So we're here on the piano and we see the 2 and the 3. So it's important that we make that connection of 2 black notes, and they are everywhere on the piano, right? Skipping here and skipping there and skipping here, and then groups of 3 black notes, 3, 3, right? And the important thing is that we are playing with the exact, with the right fingers. So to play these 2 notes, we play with 2 and 3. Fingers 2 and 3. See that? 2 and 3, 2 and 3. And if we add a note, right, if we're on the group of 3s, we do the 2, 3, and then we add the 4th. Okay? So that's very important. We're not playing with the thumb, and we're not playing with the pinky. It's only the middle fingers, right? So 2, 3, and 4, or 2 and 3. All right, so in our book, we are on page 14 and 15, and you can see it up here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play this first. I'm gonna play it slowly, and I'm gonna go over this page. So this page talks about the black key groups below middle C. So what is middle C? And you will see it in the piano. It's this note right here, or rather this note right here, right? And it's usually in the middle of your keyboard. So if you have a keyboard, you will look for that C that's in the middle, and if you play it and it sounds like this one, that's middle C. So it says to play below middle C, which means under middle C, so to the left of middle C, right? So I'm gonna play this real quick, and as you can see, we have left hand on 2 and 3 on the groups of 2, and right hand on the groups of 3. So we have those 5 notes all together. So you'll see we have to pay attention to when it says right hand and when it says left hand. So we begin with what hand? Our right hand. All right, here we go. Quarter notes and half notes. 1, 2, ready, play. Two, 3, 4, left hand. Right hand. 1, 2, next page. Two, 3, 4, left hand. Right hand. 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent. So, a couple of tricky parts in this song. Making sure that we are reading that half note as 2 beats is very important. And also, when we get to those whole notes, right, the round notes, we do 4 beats. Also, now we are playing with both hands, which means that our hands need to be both on the keyboard. Now, of course, I'm holding the camera right now, and I can put my left hand, but this is where the right hand goes, right? And I've moved up on the piano just to show you. So right here, right, we have the 2, 3, and 4 with our right hand, and we have with our left hand we have our 2 and our 3. Group of 3, group of 2. And I'm going to play it slowly, and now you're going to be able to see my fingers. Now, remember, we're not playing with flat fingers. We're playing with curl fingers. So you'll see I'm playing with this part of my finger, not with the whole part right here, but just the tip of the fingers. Okay, here we go. Jolly old St. Nicholas, and I want you to play with me, okay? I'll play it a little faster just to get through it faster. And also just make sure we are recognizing dynamics. So remember, on page 14, we have an F, which means forte, which means loud. And then on page 15, you see that P? We have piano, which means soft. All right, so we start loud and then soft. 1, 2, ready, play. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3. And as you can see, it says move both hands up, which means we move them to the next group of 3s and 2s, and here we go. 2, 3, 4. 3, 4. Very good. All right, our next page is Old MacDonald, and you probably know this song. And so what we're going to do is we're going to just play it. You're going to recognize the song for sure. So check this out. We're going to go to the group of 2s and the group of 3s, just like we did the previous one. And this song is forte, as you can see that F there. So the tricky part about this one is that we're going to continue to change from right hand to left hand. So make sure that when you're reading your right hand, the notes have stems, those little tails, in the note, and they go either up or down. And right hand notes go up, left hand notes go down. That's one way to recognize, well, what note, with what fingers, with what hand are we doing? Well, it's with following this stem direction. So here we go. As you can see, is right hand, and also the stems are going up for the first 3 notes. And then we have a left hand switch, and the stems are going down. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Nice. So as we continue to advance in the book, I would also like for you to start getting more and more familiar with the piano. So what we're going to do is we're going to find a couple of notes in the piano that are pretty important to know. And we've talked about the middle C, right? So as we are right here, right, we have our piano, and then how do we find our middle C? Well, we look at the group of 2s, and then in the left side of that group of 2s to the left, that's where we have our C. And I'm going to switch my camera so you can see it better. So recognition of notes is very important. So here we go. We're going to look at the group of 2s, and we're going to find middle C. Middle C goes from the left note of the group of 2 to the left. this is C. So you can see that you can find all the C's in the piano. See, they all sound the same, but they're lower or higher. And this one's still a C. All right. Another note to really know and identify, and this is going to help us really build the alphabet, the music alphabet, is A. So the way we're going to find A is we look at the group of threes, and we look at this group right here. So 1, 2, 3, right? Between 2 and 3, that's where A is. Now, take in consideration that for the musical notes, we go from A to G, right? So if we're just moving up and singing the alphabet, so we go A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Let me do that one more time. We found that A, right? 1, 2, 3, in the middle of 2 and 3. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. You would wonder, well, what happens with the other notes? The alphabet repeats. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And I'm going to show you on this one. Again, we go from A, B. Guess what? That's our C, right? C, D, E, F, G. So as you can see, the piano is repeated notes. So as long as you know your A through G, then you just repeat it. And of course, right now we're only on white notes. So for now, we're just gonna ignore those black notes, and that's gonna be in our next lesson. But we want to focus on understanding where to find A and how to play from A to A, and naming the notes. And I'm playing with each, just moving my one finger for now, right? And going up and down and really just saying the letters. It's important that we get familiar with the alphabet of the letters. So A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and then A, G, A, G, F, E, D, C, B, A. That takes some practice, but you'll get it. All right, everybody. So I hope you enjoyed this lesson, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Make sure you practice and practice and practice. And as you continue to do these lessons, just remember, go back and reinforce and practice every day. It's not about how long you practice at this point. It's more about practicing consistently every day for a short period of time. So you can watch one of these videos once a day, and that will be enough time for you to practice. And go, of course, skip the part where I talk, go right into the playing, and have fun. And I will see you next week. Bye.